What up, kings, moguls, magnates, and tycoons? There was an Onlyfans model in Miami that took her boyfriend out. This is a very tragic event, and there's a lot of things that we can learn from it. The first thing is that cohabitation in the West is very dangerous. Let me explain why. There's this thing called the Duluth model that a lot of police departments use when dealing with domestic violence cases, and it is very anti-man. I'm gonna read y'all the Duluth model, and I want you to do two things while I'm doing this. First, I want you to get a mental picture of what you think the inventor of this looks like. And the second thing is leave a like and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Using male privilege, treating her like a servant, making all the big decisions, acting like the master of the castle, and being the one that defines men and women's roles. Using emotional abuse, putting her down, making her feel bad about herself, making her think that she's crazy, playing mind games, calling her names, humiliating her, and making her feel guilty. Using isolation, controlling what she does, who she sees and talks to, what she reads, where she goes, limiting her outside involvement, using jealousy to justify actions. Using economic abuse, preventing her from getting or keeping a job, making her ask for money, giving her an allowance, taking her money, not letting her know about or have access to family income. Using coercion and threats, making and or carrying out threats to do something to hurt her, threatening to leave her, to commit self-offerism, to report her to welfare, making her drop charges and making her do illegal things. Using intimidation, making her afraid by using looks, actions, smashing things, destroying her property, abusing pets, and displaying weapons. Using children, making her feel guilty about the children, using children to relay messages, using visitation to harass her, threatening to take the children away. Minimizing, denying, and blaming, making light of the abuse and not taking her concerns about it seriously, saying the abuse didn't happen, shifting responsibility for abusive behavior, saying she caused it. That's the Duluth model for you, and it is still used in a lot of places. And the crazy part is that I'm not saying every woman would, most would not, but your woman could get you kicked out of your own house for one of these arbitrary reasons. This is what the inventor of the Duluth model looks like, just in case you were wondering. Before I get into how to protect yourself from this stuff, I need to make something very clear. I'm not some MRA or MGTOW or black pill guy that's crying about how the laws are and that they should be something else, they should be this. We are dealing with reality. This is how the laws are. So here is how to protect yourself from them. The first thing that you need to do is don't move in with a woman unless you plan on having children with her in the near future. Because if you do, it's going to make it a lot harder for you to hold frame. If you live in a common law state, you could get half of your things taken from you. And if she wanted to, she could call the police and say you're being emotionally abusive or something. And then Mr. Police Officer Man would take you out of your own house and take you to jail. Something that I'm going to do in the near future to protect myself is get up out of the West. I believe that the West is on the decline right now, and it's just going to keep getting worse. And I got to get up on out of here.
I've seen her hit him.
If a female is ever being violent towards you, even if it's just something slight, immediately leave her. And let's say it is a more serious situation. Get your phone, start filming it, put it up on your chest, camera facing out, and show that you are on the defensive. And just try not to get hurt. But here's the thing. Even if you are acting in self-defense and it looks like you're acting in self-defense, you're still probably going to go to jail. In my expert opinion, the best thing for you to do as a man is get out of the West. My plan for getting out of the West is simple. Right now, I'm making money in Hustlers University. I'm gonna use that money to get myself in the war room and then get multiple passports, get multiple residency, get multiple driver's license, and then get up out of the West. Click on the links in the description if you're trying to do the same. Leave a like before you leave. It helps out with the algorithm. And click here if you want to watch another one of my videos.